All right. It's feeling pretty comfortable up here. I think it's fine. Yeah, just wanted to thank Dan Mason and everyone for having me out here. This is an awesome show. Really happy to be part of it. Really excited to walk around and see all the art in the gallery and around the theater. And yeah, thank you all for coming out to the opening reception. So I'm going to be reading 2 comics tonight, and the art of which you can see in the gallery. And this first comic is a comic that takes place in middle school, a time you may all remember well, unfortunately. And it's titled Shit. It was 8th grade, and Samantha Curtis, the new girl, had become my best friend. I had recently been ostracized from the rest of the class by my former best friend, Norita. And she roots through all the girls' underwear drawers to see if they have bras. She's crazy. And Samantha was like this cherub angel dropped from above, uninvolved and eager to be friends with anyone. One weekend, she invited me to go on a trip with her family on their houseboat. Me and my new best friend. It felt magnificent. Her parents anchored the boat next to a large house of some of their friends. We would be staying there 2 nights. The parents would sleep in the house, and Samantha and I would camp out in the boat. We have everything we'd ever want here. Movies, books, candy. We should stay here forever. When we went to go meet her parents for dinner with their friends up in the house, she pointed out the boat's toilet. You can piss in there, but if you have to shit, do it in the big house. The fact that if I used her parents' friend's toilet, it would be totally obvious that I was shitting was completely horrifying. And I decided that if I had to go, I would just have to hold it until we got home. After dinner, the parents stayed around the table talking, and Samantha and I adjourned to another room to play cards. Okay, if my card is higher, you have to kiss Zach. And if my card is higher, you have to walk around school with a sign on your chest that says, "This space for rent." We stayed up really late watching Stand By Me and eating candy. Tell us a story, Gordy. Yeah. The next day, we spent the afternoon running around and climbing trees in the woods behind the big house. Best friends. Best friends. It was around this time I started to have to use the bathroom. During dinner, the pressure in my colon began to build. I told myself now was the time. I had to go now. We were in the house. All I had to do was politely excuse myself. But I could not do it. Everyone would know. To make matters worse, one of the rounds I'd lost in the card game last night was that I had to eat all of Samantha's vegetables. She lost. After dinner, Samantha and I went back to the boat where we started another round of the card game. I was starting to sweat profusely and had to sit in a cramped, bent position. Still, the thought of interrupting the game to tell Samantha I had to go up to the big house seemed embarrassing beyond belief. And if I win, you have to, kiss Zach. I'm already doing that. Right, not to mention the fact that even if I got up the courage to tell Samantha, there was no way in hell I could face the parents' friends. Hi, people I've never said a word to before. I'm just coming into your house at this late hour for no other reason than to go shit in your toilet. Thanks. Finally, I couldn't take it any longer. I broke down, gasped, I have to pee, and ran to the boat's toilet. It was like an airplane toilet with no water, and when I flushed, it appeared to start sucking the shit away, but scared that Samantha would note how long I was in there, I left before I could fully tell. Did you shit? No. Good. She seemed suddenly mean, bossy. It scared me. Later on, Samantha went up to the house to use the bathroom. I have to go take a shit. Be right back. Okay. And I went to go check on the situation I had left. I tried flushing again, but this time it didn't budge. In a panic, I wrapped my fist in toilet paper and tried shoving it down the hole. Come on, please go, just go. It refused to move, and I could hear Samantha climbing back onto the boat. Hey, what are you doing? Nothing. We went into our sleeping room and started watching Stand By Me again. A complete and total vomit-o-rama. All I could think about was the shit. The way I saw it, there were two possible outcomes. One, Samantha decides to go to the bathroom. I thought you said you didn't shit. Two, her parents discover it the next morning. Okay, who shit in the boat toilet? The thought of either of these was death. But what could I do? How could I make my shit disappear? After thinking and thinking, it was clear that there was only one solution. I was going to have to move my shit out of the toilet and into my backpack. I have to go to the bathroom. I grabbed a wad of toilet paper and scooped up a ball of it, covering this with more toilet paper. I put the ball in my pocket, grabbed more toilet paper, scooped up the rest, covered it with more toilet paper, and put that into my other pocket. Flush! Just wanted to check in my backpack, something, backpack. Watch the movie. Watch the movie. I did it. I never had friends again like I did when I was 12. Does anyone? The next day, I carried my backpack around with me everywhere. Maybe it looked weird, but the risk of leaving it unattended was too great. We got back to the dock and Samantha's parents drove me home. Finally, in my own house, I rushed to our bathroom and rid myself of the evidence forever. It never happened. Flush! 2 weeks later, Samantha dumped me for Norica. And then I caught her looking through my drawer to see if I had a bra. But in just 1 month, we were graduating, and god damn it, I was ready for anything. Thank you. Okay, so I've got